In today's video, I want to share with you a hack to help you manifest what you really want super fast. So stay with me. Welcome back to Choosing Gratitude. My name is Karen from ChoosingGratitude.net. Before we go into the content of this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about how to manifest your dream life. So make sure you join the tribe and start to manifest your dream life by choosing gratitude. Would you like to manifest what you really want really fast? And before we go into the hack, I want to share with you a very, very important concept. You have to understand this before I can even introduce you this hack, okay? So this idea comes from a dialogue between the late Dr. Wayne Dyer and Deepak Chopra. They were having this conversation about how to manifest what they want. I think this was from a conversation from way back, maybe in the 90s. I don't remember the exact words, but what they were saying is this: you will always get what you really, really want. Which means if your desire is pure, your desire is powerful, you get it, okay? And then the next part is that you will never get what you really want. What does that mean? You know, when your desire changes from just the pure forms of, being excited, wanting something, wants to expand into, oh, I'm so desperate, I need to get this thing, otherwise I can't survive. Once you turn your desire from this expanding feeling of excitement into a form of desperation, heaviness, then guess what? Your desire is not going to manifest, at least at that moment when you're feeling the desperation. And once your desperation is gone, your desire will be manifested. So the important thing here is to be able to understand, am I desiring something, or am I feeling desperate about something? These are two completely different feelings, okay? And most people are not really aware of the difference, and they think that desire equals desperation. Years ago, I just quit my old job and I was ready to move into a new job. And one of my friends said, "Why did you quit your job? I thought you liked your job." I said, "Yeah, I love my job." And then he said, "Then why would you move?" I said, "Well, that's because I also love the new job, because I want to expand." You see, when you are looking for a new thing while still loving the old thing, guess what? The new thing actually comes quickly and easily, okay? But when you're thinking, "Oh, I hate this job and I need to get a new job to replace this one," oftentimes from that energy place, it's really, really hard to manifest a new job. Now, I want you to take out a piece of paper or pull up your phone where you can write. Just write down exactly what you want to manifest right now, and ask yourself, how desperate am I? And if you feel that you are so desperate, like without this thing that you want to manifest, you can't live or you can't be happy, then you're being desperate, okay? So basically, it's an illusion, right? Think about it. You think that you can't live without that thing, but you're already living without that thing, meaning you can live. You are totally capable of living very well without that thing, okay? So the key here is you have to move from desire to intention. The key here is you have to move out of your desperation, move into desire, move into intention, move into excitement, okay? And how do you do that? There is a very, very important thing that you can do that is called diminishing importance. And this is coming from the concept of reality transurfing theory. In this theory, they believe that everything you want is already in a parallel reality. All you need to do is to simply shift to that new timeline, to new reality. Therefore, nothing is more important than others. When you put something on a mental pedestal, you think that you can't be happy without it. You're basically denying the reality that this thing is already existing in a parallel reality, you can just go and grab it because you're thinking it's so hard to grab it. You're manifesting the reality that that particular thing is so hard, so difficult. This also happens a lot in relationships, right? A lot of people, when you first fall in love with someone, especially if that person doesn't know that you like them, you may think, wow, that person is so far out there, so out of reach. How am I gonna make them love me, right? Instead of thinking that, just drop that feeling and say, you know what, they are just a fellow human being. I have many good qualities about me, and I'm going to manifest the reality where I am best friends, I'm best lover with that person. When you put all that weight down, when you put down all that importance, suddenly your desire starts to manifest very, very quickly. So diminishing importance is really the only way to speed up law of attraction. So now let's talk about the hack that I promised to give you, okay? How exactly do I diminish importance? Because this thing is so big in my head. I really, really think it's important. How do I diminish the importance? Let me share with you the hack. Now you're ready for the hack. The hack is to practice delaying instant gratification. Where is that importance coming from? That's from your ego. Your ego is creating an illusionary weight on that particular object, that particular person, or that particular desire, okay? So what I want you to do is to, throughout the day, practicing delaying getting what you want. And that almost sounds like contradictory to your desire of manifesting fast, right? However, listen carefully. For example, when you're watching a TV show, right? Nowadays we all have streaming services, and you can watch a whole season from episode 1 to episode 20 in a day, right? And your ego will create this illusion that, I want to get to the end. I want to get to the end. In this case, the end is weighing so much, right? So I want you to, through these small little insignificant things, you are going to say, I'm done today. I'm not going to watch more. I'll just delay the gratification. And sometimes your mind may be telling you, I really, really want to eat that chocolate cake. In that moment when you're feeling that, instead of following that instant gratification, you just say, right now, I want to drop the idea of eating that. I'm just not gonna eat it. So when you throughout the day do more of these things to delay little instant gratifications, you're gonna have much, much stronger manifestation power. You know why these days a lot of people get in debt is because of that feeling of instant gratification, right? And oftentimes, if you just take a short break at the moment your mind is telling you this thing is so important, if you just say, I'm willing to drop it for now, you know what? That thing actually comes to you much easily. So the hack is, throughout the day, practice delaying instant gratification. And it can be as simple as, you see a video on YouTube that spikes your curiosity. You say, you know what? I'll watch it tomorrow, okay? My spiritual guide has been telling me that going for instant gratification is the number one way you slow down the manifestation of your true desire, because your life is full of quick, fast food, quick fulfillment of meaningless things. When you spend a lot of time and energy on these things, guess what? Your energy is scattered. You're no longer tapping into your inner manifestation magic. You're no longer tapped into your deepest will that is in alignment with the will of the divine. When you're so scattered, how can you manifest anything? How can you manifest anything fast? So try this for 3 days. Every day, challenge yourself to delay instant gratification at least on 3 different occasions. And in a few days, I bet you, your life is going to change, and you're going to feel that you have much more energy, and your desires will manifest a lot faster. And I have another video talking about how to manifest your desires 10 times faster with another technique. So I will see you in that video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.